for the CSBN in partnership with Mason Local Sports Radio. It's the Weekly Preview with Matt Beebe and Alex Day.
Welcome to the Weekly Preview for the final time. This is Alex Day alongside Matt Beebe. The Mason Comets coming off another win last week over the Princeton Vikings, winning 28-17. This week, we travel to the rival Sycamore High School. Matt, tell us what the Aviators are all about.
Well, they're having a pretty good season, 8-1 overall, 5-1 in the GMC, which leaves them tied for second in the GMC. The only loss came 5 weeks back, playing Colerain. They lost a close one, 28-21. They got a pretty strong offense, averaging 371.4 yards per game, which is second in the GMC, and they really like to run the ball, ranking third in the GMC with 286.6 rushing yards. They don't pass the ball too much, ranking 7th in the GMC with only 84.9 passing yards per game. On the defensive side of the ball, they're pretty solid, ranking 3rd in the GMC, only allowing 256.4 yards per game. But they do allow more rushing yards than passing yards, allowing 149 rushing yards per game as opposed to only 107.4 passing yards per game. So Daryl Johnson may be able to make an impact there. Let's take it to the players to watch.
Well, the offense runs through him on the offensive side of the football. Number 6, the junior quarterback, Greg Simpson. He is leading the team in both rushing and passing yards. Simpson is ranked 5th in passing in the GMC with 733 yards and 1st rushing in the GMC with 1,502. He's also leading the team with 23 rushing TDs and 8 passing TDs. So look for number 6 to make a huge impact on this game, and that's the key for the Comets to stop number 6. Number 11, senior wide receiver Caleb Colets, ranked 2nd for receiving in the GMC with 513 yards. Caleb leads the team with 18 receptions, and 7 touchdowns. He averages 28.5 yards per catch, which shows he's a deep ball threat. So when Greg Simpson does look to put it up in the air, look for number 11, Caleb Colets, to be the one he's targeting. On the defensive side of the ball, number 44, the junior linebacker Tanashi Bear. He's coming in the game leading the team with 46 total tackles and 2.5 sacks. He's also the defensive playmaker. He has forced and recovered a fumble this year. So look for number 44 to be making a big impact. And finally, the senior linebacker, Donnie Stewart, number 8. Not that big of a kid. He's only 6 foot, 195 pounds, but he's quick to the quarterback, leading the A's with 3.5 sacks, and he's also one of the team's best tacklers with 31.5 tackles on the season. So with that, we're going to lead it into Beebe's keys.
Well, for first key, we got to get our offense going early. Sycamore has one of the top defenses in the GMC, as we talked about. So we need to get Johnson and Harris involved and in the groove early. Number 2, our defense needs to stop Greg Simpson. As he talked, the offense runs through him. We got to contain his rushing efforts, but also make a conscious effort to make sure his arm doesn't hurt us with the deep ball, which leads us to our next key point, which is prevent the deep ball. Caleb Colette and others are deep ball threats on the Aves, so the Comets need to take this away and force them to throw for short yardage. And the last key is fight to stay alive again. Although Mason does need some help to get into the playoffs, it is still possible if they win Friday, if they get a little bit of help. So seniors need to play this one as if it's their last, and if we win and we get in the playoffs, it's good. But let's just try to end the season the right way and get a victory for the Comets fans.
Yeah, like you said, the deep ball is a major point for the Sycamore Aviators. Maybe kind of lull you to sleep, that defense to sleep with a little bit of rushing attack by Greg Simpson and other Aviator running backs, and then throw the ball up top. So we got to be able to make a conscious effort to not think everything's going to be a run play and make sure we get man-to-man on number 11, Caleb Colets. And with that, let's go into our predictions. I'm saying the Battle of the Sky may possibly be the last game for the 2013 seniors to play in. Jensen Harris will throw for over 100 yards, and I'm guessing Daryl Johnson will go for triple-digit yardage again. I'm saying the Comets will keep the Sky Trophy where it belongs in Mason, and it's going to be a close game. I'm saying Comets 21-20.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you there. Comets are going to play a hard-fought game, knowing it may be their last. I think they're going to come out 27-20, and I predict Jensen Harris and Adam Mosika will have a few big hookups throughout the game.
Well, as we said, it might be the last game for the 2013 seniors, so make sure, if you can't make it, you're tuning in to listen definitely need some help to get into the playoffs. It's kind of weird. Last year we went 7-3. We could possibly go the same record. We may not make the playoffs this year, but first things first, you got to win that game this week. So on behalf of that, we're going to say thank you for listening here on the weekly preview. Once again, you can tune in Friday night. We will be broadcasting live on Mason.Local Sports Radio. Once again, that is Mason.Local Sports Radio. So on behalf of Mason Local Sports Radio and the CSPN, this has been the weekly preview.